Recommended tools for the HPS installation: Allen wrench, 5/16 and 3/16, socket wrench, screwdriver, torque wrench, crescent wrench, adjustable to fit 1 1/2 inches, and a socket, 1 inch and 1 1/4 inches. We will be pulling out a Johnson steam joint and replacing it with the Deublin HPS steam joint. Contact and wear of the existing siphon is clearly visible. We are going to take measurements for sizing and bending our siphon pipe. First, inspect the end of the roll. Make sure that there are no steam cuts. Also make sure that the old gasket has been completely removed. Inspect the gasket for scratches and steam leak paths. The siphon that has been pulled off shows evidence of contact at the journal end. We want to ensure that this does not happen with the replacement siphon. Insert the tape measure to measure the length of the journal. The lip of the tape measure should engage the journal end inside the roll. We can see that the journal measures 17.5 inches long. We also know that the length of the HPS is about 10 inches. Adding the two, the siphon pipe needs to be 27.5 inches long before we can even start making the bend. The diameter of the roll where the joint is being fitted is 12 inches. From the center line, the siphon tube must drop 6 inches. However, we have to subtract 1/2 inch for the wall thickness. Plus, we need a bit of operating clearance. This will reduce the siphon drop leg to 5 1/4 to 5 1/2. This is the Johnson joint that has just been removed. The siphon bend should have come down about 5 inches. Obviously, this appears that the bend is not more than 3 inches. Therefore, there was a 2-inch level of condensate in the roll, impacting heat transfer. We can correct the situation with proper measurement and proper bend to minimize the condensate level and maximize heat transfer. The Johnson siphon is approximately 36 inches long. It is clearly visible that it was rubbing the end of the journal at about 17 inches. We are going to start our bend 2 inches further out to ensure that the siphon pipe does not contact the end of the journal. Again, note the bottom of their bend is less than 3 inches. This means the bottom of the siphon was 2 inches from the bottom of the roll. To cut the pipe to the right length, we need 27.5 inches from the end of the joint. Put a marker on the pipe at 28 inches. From this point forward, our bend will start. This is a crude bending method. Most corrugating plants do not have sophisticated mechanisms or means. This is a trial and error method, and the end result that we are seeking is a drop between 5 inches to 5 1/2 inches from the center line. The drop must start past the journal end so that it does not contact the journal end. After the initial bending, we will need to take back and check if the bend is close. A simple method would be to place the pipe against the straight edge and measure to about 5 inches. It is clear that we have about 2 1/2 inches more to go. We are still a bit off. Five inches here, 5 inches here, and the bend starts at 28-inch mark. We can assume the straight edge of the table is the bottom of the roll. We want to cut flush to the bottom of the roll. We can use the table as our guide and mark it accordingly. Now the siphon pipe has been cut flush with the bottom of the roll. A notch has been added to aid in the suction and evacuation of the condensate. Remove the joint out of the box. Locate the installation instructions Remove the joint out of the box. And note that the rotor to journal copper gasket is attached.